Hey guys! Sorry, maybe my fan is being loud again. Sorry and shit. My bad. But basically I wanted to show you guys a good tutorial for whips. So, and when I say a good tutorial, there's lots of tutorials that are by far more qualified people than myself teaching how to do it. But the problem is that they don't teach you how to do a lot of the moves at the same time. Like, this video will show you how to do this one, this video will show you how to do that one, and I'm really here to show you how to do all the basic ones in one video. So that's basically my whole philosophy with any of my videos. I'm going to try to show you all the basic moves that I know how to do that fit in that category, and then you can come to one video and, I don't know, my videos are just random garbage and, random mutterings, making very little sense, the whole shebang. So here's what I consider a whip. So before we start, that move right there, that's a whip. So yeah. So those are whips. I don't know how the camera's picking this up, but I'm going to try to do everything slow, so as little blur as possible. Any interesting tips I have? Well, basically, you should be able to figure out what a whip is. So you're going to go like this, and here's the finger motion. So you're just opening this finger and rolling to this finger. So do, and you're rolling. So and then you just, so basically when you're done it'll end like this. Yeah, I don't know if that makes any sense, but basically whips by themselves aren't really that cool. They're not worth their own tutorial in my opinion if you don't use them with other moves, and use them in combinations, because that's what really makes them fun, because you can do things like the circle move. I don't know if my camera's picking that up. It's very blurry on my screen, so who knows. If it doesn't show up, sorry and shit, my bad. Alright, so basically here's, if you've got the idea of a whip down, there you go. Basically, there's lots of combinations you can do with those, and I'm going to show you a lot of the common ones you'll see, because I see them everywhere, and a lot of people don't know what these moves are called, and I really don't either. So I am just going to show you everything all the basics I know that consist of a whip. If you have any questions about how to do some of the ones you see in videos, honestly, just message me or post it on your Glover's Lounge and tag me in it, and say the time, say at 1:36, how does he do this move? And I'll try to help you with that, because I feel like I have a lot of the moves figured out, and it's just a lot of them I just don't have the kinetic skill to do. But if I do them really slowly, I can usually, I have an understanding of it, I just don't have the physical skill to do it, if that makes sense. And so, I mean, honestly, there's far more qualified people on the Glover's Lounge that could be teaching this. Problem is that they don't. So, sorry and shit, I guess I'm what you're stuck with. So here, back to the tutorial. The whips, here's one of the basic ones you'll see everybody doing. And then they reverse it, so it's like, okay, so I'm going to show you how to do that. You're going to take your finger, and this is the only motion you need to learn how to do for this move, is you need to take your finger, point it that direction, like, hey, yo, slut, over there, that kind of pointer. And so basically what you're going to do is you're going to have your other one pointing that way, so you're going to be like one of those signs that does this shit. And basically what you're going to do is with your top hand, you're going to move it forward and at the same time do a whip, and at the same time twist it over. So if you notice when I end that motion, how this hand is the same as this one essentially, except with my pinky. And so basically what it's going to look like is, and you're just, so you're doing this, and as you're doing that motion, you're bringing the first one back. So, booster off, and yeah. So, and as you're doing the whip with this one, that's when you're sticking your finger out, and now you're ready to go into the next one. And while you're going back, that's when you take your pointer and stick it out, because if you notice, I'm ending on my pinky, and then as this hand is going back, that's when you're switching to the pointer. So if you, okay, now this is very important. I'm going to show you how to do it backwards, but there's a common mistake that I've seen a lot of people make, and I'm going to show you how to not do that mistake, and then you should be able to figure on your own how to do it in reverse. So here was the original move, and here's the reverse. Okay, so here's what I see a lot of people do, and I don't have the muscle memory down to even make this mistake. So basically what they'll do is they'll try to go, okay, so if you're going forward with if your forward hand is on top, when they go backwards, they'll try to have their, the hand, so it's the hand in the front right here. When they go backwards, they'll try to have it go over the top instead. And, I mean, it still looks cool, don't get me wrong. That's actually the way you're supposed to do it, but, basically, when you do the move the forwards way, and then you're learning how to do it the opposite direction, make sure your arms are spinning in the opposite direction. Like, look at my hands from the side, and see when I go, how it spins in an opposite oval. Well, apparently there's a way, and I've seen a lot of people do it while they're learning them, go the same way with the oval, both forwards and backwards. And the reason well, there is no right or wrong way to do things. If you like it better, do it. But make sure it's not by accident. That's what I'm saying. Like, make sure it's because you chose to do it that way, not because of ignorance, I guess. And the reason I think it looks a lot better if you do it in the opposite direction is that when you can smoothly transition between forward and backwards, and it looks dope as hell. So, okay, so that was one combo. Here's the next one that I know, and this one can be done both forwards and backwards. This one is very easy. So basically, what you're doing is you're starting here, and you're taking your whip, and you're bringing it around your hand and putting it on the bottom, and then you do the same thing. Put it on the bottom. If that makes any sense whatsoever. So just whip it to the bottom, whip it up to the bottom, whip it to the bottom, whip it to the bottom, whip it to the bottom, whip it, whip it, whip it. So, and obviously you can do that one in reverse too. So whip it to the top, whip it to the top, whip it to the top, and just do it as a conveyor belt. And yeah. So that was another combo. That one's really simple. I don't know, these whips are not that complex. That's why you see some of those people like Stunna. Stunna has some fucking ridiculous combos because the basic ones that look so dope are pretty easy. So when you actually work at them, you can make your whips just look so dope. I wish it was something I had down, but I don't. I'm a flail kid, so basically here's the really complex move that I see a lot of people, a lot of really good glovers I don't see do this move, and they do a lot of whips, but they don't do this specific move, and this move has so many implications, I guess. So I'm going to show you how to do this move. It's a lot of fun. So basically what you're going to do is cross your hands, and for this exercise I'll be doing right hand on the bottom, so when I discuss everything, you just need to have your right hand on the bottom so you get the idea. This is a move that it's not really, I mean, of course some asshole in Glover's Lounge is going to be like, oh, you need to learn how to do it both ways because it's not proper and you don't get the proper skill level. And you need the finger dexterity, and and I have no life. Yeah, you know those kids. So, here's what I'm saying about it. You don't. So the circle move, I'm gonna show it to you real quick, and that's a combo of whips. You can do it as big as you like, and the reason that I don't think that you need to learn it, if you learn it right under. Right hand under left, because you can do it both directions regardless of which hand's on top. So the circle will go in both directions, and honestly I don't really see the need for learning it on the other side when it doesn't give you any extra set of moves. Like in doing a right hand on bottom versus right hand on top, it's the exact same move, given I can do them both, or right hand on bottom, right hand on. Given it's when my right hand's on top, it's not as clean because I don't do it on top. But if you know what I mean. Yeah. So basically, let me get into showing you how to do this. So right hand on bottom, and basically what you're going to do is take your right hand and you're going to do a whip all the way around. And while you're doing it, make your left hand follow it. So you're going to do a figure eight, or not a figure eight, sorry, a half circle. So you're going to end there, but while you're doing it, your other hand's going to follow, and as it goes around, it's going to rotate, and basically you're going to end right there. So I don't know if that made any sense whatsoever. Basically, so you're starting up there, you're doing the whip, the semicircle whip, and you're ending with your hands crossed with your assholes of your thumbs together. Yes, here's what it looks like. Okay. So you're gonna, once you end here, that's when you do the exact opposite with your left hand, because your left hand is on top now, and you're going to do the rest of the semicircle. So you're going to do a whip, and basically it's just a matter of getting them to flow smoothly together when you do that, and that'll take some practice. But I feel like all the tutorials I watched for that move, they didn't really show. They showed what they were doing, but they didn't show the best way of learning it. And it was really like a 2-week process for me learning that move. And after I realized how simple it was, because one of my friends has this way of just like putting things way too simply, and he's very good at it, like making things seem a lot simpler than they should be, but they actually are that simple sometimes. And he showed me that it's literally just 2 whips done in the right spot, and after that I kind of like got a little angry at myself because it took me so long to learn that because of the way I was taught. And so basically what I'm teaching you is how to get the wrist movements down, and then you can work on getting it clean so they actually flow together. When you're practicing, if you practice by making the biggest circles possible, that's a lot easier, and they'll look a lot cleaner. It's when you start getting them small like this that you really have to worry about how clean they look. So there's that. Oh yeah, the last thing I wanted to show you was the 360 whip. So you'll see like, yeah, you'll see like Stunna do that shit all the time, and it blows my mind. this is one of those times that I can't do it in the parallel ways he does it. I don't know how he, like, I just don't have the coordination, I guess, but I understand the move, and that's what I'm getting at here. And so basically, you'll see him do this where they go back and do this. They'll go from like, and then they'll back up and do that. Okay. So how you do that is it's literally oh yeah, that's it. So you're going to bring your hand back, stick your elbow up, and then you're going to be like, oh, I have lots of sweat in my armpit. Here you go, bitch. And you know, just do one of those numbers. So bend your elbow, tilt your wrist, and that's when you're spinning over. So do. So bend your elbow, tilt your wrist down, and have my sweat, bitch. Okay. Anything else? I think those are all the moves I really came to show you. If you have any questions, if you have any like comments, if you think I'm a total asshole and I should eat shit and die, feel free to let me know that. I don't really give a fuck what you have to think about it. But if you're really trying to improve your game, if you think that I have something, if I have some knowledge that might help you, please feel free to let me know. I'm not I don't ignore people, I guess. Like, I want to see the community improve, and like that's something that's like I'm tired of. That's why I'm starting this tutorial Tuesday thing. I haven't seen anybody else do it, and because I really want to see not how good you are, but I want to know how to do those moves that you're doing, and so I can really expand and do them. Quick note: I'd like to show you guys a move that I'm working on right now, and so I saw Fry. He does this move all the time, which is like he does which is just like, oh, shockers, bro. And you do one of those numbers. You just twist it really fast, like back and forth. But I wanted to see how I could put those into flails. And so what I realized, and it's a move I'm working on right now. So you can do like. So if you're doing your tunnels, if you watched my last tutorial, you probably at least know how to do this. Okay, and so basically, once you do that, you can when your whip is out, you can do the fry like flail thingy in the background. So it makes you go from a big circle to a little circle, back to a big circle, and then a little circle. I don't know if that makes any sense whatsoever, but once I get it down, I'll show you guys. It'll be super dope. I really hope you enjoyed my semi-coherent ramblings. Please subscribe. I love you guys. I'd really appreciate it, by the way, if you like my tutorials and you really and you want, I'm helping you guys out, or at least trying to. I'd appreciate it if you guys helped me out. If you have a SoundCloud, go on SoundCloud and search Magic Foolbus, the same as my username, and like that SoundCloud or follow that SoundCloud, because like I've been doing Dirty House and it's just so much fun. And my next EP, one of the songs on it is called Glovers Be Like, and right before the drop it's like, let me see your fucking tops. Yeah. It's going to be a lot of fun. That comes out on March 14th. Anyway, cheers, peace.